To give something to someone for a short period of time, expecting it to be given back. She doesn't like lending her books. If you need a coat, I can lend one to you. If a bank or other organization lends money, it gives money to someone who agrees that they will pay the money back in the future, usually with extra money added to the original amount. The bank refused to lend to students. The bank agreed to lend him $50,000. Very reluctantly, I have consented to lend her my car. Alright, I will lend you the money. When the bank refused to lend us any more money, we realized we had reached the end of the road. It was most generous of you to lend me the money. It's a book I said I had lent you. If something lends a particular quality to something else, it adds that quality to it. Wisps of flowers all around the room, and the place a cheerful look lent a cheerful look to the place. These events lend support to the view that the view lies inadequate. If someone if something lends itself to something else, it's suitable for that thing or can be considered in that way. The novel's complex imaginative style does not lend itself to translation. Lend or borrow. Lend means give something to someone for a short period, expecting that you will get it back. The past simple and the ed form are lent. Verb to give something to someone for a short period of time, expecting it to be given back. Can you lend me a few dollars till payday? Lend itself to something. Verb. If a bank or any other financial organization lends money to someone, it gives them money for a period of time which they then pay back with interest. Britain's building societies chiefly lend money for house purchase. Lend $50,000. The York Development Financing Advisory Council agreed to lend $20 million to the Port Authority. A number of prominent businessmen are rumored to have lent the party over 20 million. Banks have been heavily criticized for lending to people who cannot afford the repayments. To give someone something for a period of time, after which they will give it back to you. Can you lend me $20? Her tasks included persuading stories to offer discounts and lend clothes on approval to her boss. To give something a quality that makes it better in some way. We hope that these measures will lend stability to the economy. February's trade figures lend weight to the fund's less cheerful view. Other evidence helped lend credibility to other claims. To do something that helps the company or person, the Federal Reserve is expecting to lend a hand by continuing to cut interest rates forcefully to support someone or something. I lend my support to his plan for a private referendum. Examples of land below the bridge, the shiny wings of dragonflies lent on an A of charm to the creek. Shortly we will see how the author of the personification, in conjunction with the idea of lending human form and speech to a geographical locus, moral support, and on numerous occasions, food and shelter, has been sent by my family in laws. The fact that anti perfectionism is based on restraint, on not doing as much good as one can, lends it slightly paradoxical air. The accumulation of data over a long period of time is a situation that lends itself well to the use of a microcomputer. Prestigious roster of international architects lend status to the project, and client commissioning the work and enhances the media appeal of the undertaking. The idea has lent itself to nationalist fantasies, enabling recent identities to be projected far back into the past. Neither the one nor the other lends itself to transparent, deductive, or narrative presentation. The thing to be contradicted has to be strong so that it lends its way to the subversion of it. Obviously, the design also lends itself to evaluating the effects of various mediators and moderators of outcome. In addition, the medical profession showed more competence in giving direction to unstructured structured discussions and in lending significance to the issue in general. Students also continue throughout the semester to participate in one or two activities from their first rotation, lending some continuity to the practicum experience. Robots cannot replace syntactic models, but they can instantiate them. The slide rule does the logarithm, lending credibility. Metaphors do not poverty make, but through cultural discourse practice are valorized. Options legitimate and statuses lend prestige or disparagement. Few terms lend themselves to being declared one to one.